Welcome back to Fallout 4. Yesterday I had a bit of an internet issue, so I did not get to finish what I was doing yesterday. But we had just gotten up to the Brotherhood of Steel location, and I intend to start working on their faction quest line. So we will do this again. I hope I don't really mess it up. I will say that one thing that I did do, I don't remember if it was captured, but we did get Nick's third affinity dialogue, so I'm hoping I can do that again. But what I'm gonna do is actually see if I can charisma check this guy here. Hey Hunter, how you doing? Good evening. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to be wearing our special gear here for this. This is extremely professional, worthy of introductions to the Brotherhood of Steel.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin.
All
Allow
right.
me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxson's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
So, you're the one Paladin dance.
Hey Blazer, welcome to the channel. How you doing?
You don't look much.
Yeah,
like
sorry it's a bit late, but hopefully you're having a good day. Thank you, by the way. Okay. So he's definitely questioning us on our appearance, which, I mean, how is this not soldierly right here? Come on now. Alright, let's see what we have to say.
And what's a soldier supposed to look like?
A soldier
wonder.
is supposed to be an efficient killing machine, not a relic from the past playing catch-up with the rest of the world. If Dance hadn't stepped in and vouched for you, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. Accepting outsiders like yourself has proven disastrous in the past. I've read Paladin Dance's
I mean, I
reports.
have no idea
seems
why
to
he
think
would be
you'll make a
questioning
fine
our
addition to the
appearance,
Brotherhood.
you know?
You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Yeah, definitely understood. Okay, let's see here. What is the mission? So one of the things I was going to bring up actually, I was a bit surprised when I was playing Fallout 3 that they don't use the slogan Ad Victoriam. If they did, I did not catch it anywhere, but I want to say they used the slogan. Oh, what was it called? Was it like For the Steel or something like that? I was a bit surprised. So I don't know where Ad Victoriam came from, and I don't, I guess that's something I need to research and see. Hey John, how you doing tonight? I need to check out and see like where I think that originated from. Maybe it originated from the original Fallout games. I don't know, but I did find that interesting when I first encountered the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 3 and didn't notice that. And I honestly can't remember if they used it or not in Fallout New Vegas. I don't think they did.
What exactly is your mission here?
I'm not at liberty to say. Elder Maxson will be addressing the crew shortly, and I'm certain all of your questions will be answered. Now, was there anything else? Or was everything I said understood?
Okay, we have all the charisma gear on right now, so I'm hoping we can speech check this guy this time. We'll see what happens.
Not even a hint? Come on. I deserve it.
Look.
Hey,
all
we
I
got
can
it.
tell you is that we're here directly in response to the data that Dance's recon team provided us. Beyond that, you'll just have to wait until Elder Maxson addresses the crew. Now dispense with the questions. It's time to get to work. Understood? That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address, after which Elder Maxson wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Elder Maxson. Let's ask him about Elder Maxson.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxson?
Elder Maxson is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel and the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
So you said in Fallout 76 there was some explanation about Ad Victoriam. So that would make sense, John, if they and I'm trying to remember if they addressed it in there, because I think at that point, from what I remember about the Brotherhood of Steel missions or the quests and the lore that you come across in Fallout 76, there's a couple different locations. One, you had the lore that was included in the base game, which is going to Fort Defiance, and there's a camp outpost somewhere near Fort Defiance that I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head, but that is where you're following. You come across a few holotapes from what I'm assuming is Elder Maxson's great grandfather or great great grandfather, one of the two, from when from the original Brotherhood of Steel, and then you also follow the events of what happened with Lieutenant Taggarty and her crew. Taggarty's Thunder, I think, is what she called them. And if I remember right, Taggarty's Thunder was remnants of the 75th Ranger Regiment. I think. I'm trying to remember if that's what some of those folks were. But that was a really good series of quests, honestly. Like, I would love to go back and replay 76 to kind of do a lot of those. But definitely a very sad story of what happened. But anyway, so that's in the base game, and then they had the Wastelanders update that came out, which provided, I think it was the Wastelanders update. Maybe it wasn't the Wastelanders. Maybe there was another update that they did in 76. I don't remember the name of it, but that gave you the Brotherhood of Steel contingent that had deployed out to the Atlas facility, and that is where you run into oh god, what was her name? Paladin Shin, I think his name was, and Paladin, oh, why can't I remember the female's name? Anyways, you do a couple of quests associated with them, and that one was actually pretty good too. But that actually had you talking to live NPCs, whereas in the original game, when they first released 76, they didn't have actual NPCs, so you were just kind of discovering everything through terminals and holotapes. But yeah, going back to it, I don't remember if I'm sure they probably did originate it from there. I think it just, I go back into, I don't really recall it in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, so Fallout 4 may have been the first iteration of where they started using that, and then they came back later in 76 to try to, like, put it into canon somehow, I guess. I don't know, Anyway, sorry for my rambling, but I'm just trying to, like, recount what I remember from the Brotherhood of Steel lore.
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxson grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
My orders.
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxson's address, after which he wishes to speak with you. Anything else?
Nope, I think we've exhausted all dialogue. And, yeah, we're looking pretty snazzy. I say I'm, like, ready for a hot shower is what I'm asking for.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Ad Victoriam.
You, got a sec?
Hey, I do, Nick.
You all right, Nick?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting these, flashes. Memories of places I've never been. Things I've never seen. Memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am. That I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
Let's ask him about what memories.
What kind of memories?
Everything. Old cases, old loves. I found myself running background on cases only to realize everyone involved's been dead for 200 years. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You know, I don't think I used the new name last time. But I think I started with the top one, separate you and Nick.
Is there any way we could separate you and Nick?
Don't think I haven't tried. Lost near a month of my life last time I mustered up the courage to let someone play brain surgeon on me. No. This is how it's gonna be. Living with another man's name, another man's life.
Hey, Kane, how you doing? Let's ask him about the new name.
We could give you a new name. Would that help? Ah, I got it. Crumblebot. 3000.
Well, I suppose it's the thought that counts. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks.
So that was, the third level of affinity with Nick. So we got one more level to go. I may, we got two Minutemen quests that we can do. They seem to be giving me a lot of affinity with Nick by doing these. I guess that's supposedly like one of the good things about the Radiant missions, as much as they're kind of a slog to go through sometimes. They do help you with leveling up your affinity if you're trying to get your perks with your companions. So we'll continue with this right here. I do want to be able to get Elder Maxson. The other thing too that I got to remember is I do have the Far From Home questline right here, and this we will be doing with Nick, and I think this may also give me some affinity. I just may have to save this one until later. So, but anyways, all right, let's go speak to the man himself, Elder Maxson.
Welcome aboard, Elder Maxson.
Hey, Deadpool, how you doing? Well, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. I am doing this is my second playthrough of Fallout 4. I'm trying to do a full playthrough as much as possible. The first time I did it blind, I did not do any of the DLCs, and I actually missed quite a bit of content in the game. So after playing back through Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 76, I'm just kind of giving this one a second playthrough because, well, why not? I take it you're a fan of Fallout? Which ones have you played and what do you enjoy? Here he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted
I probably shouldn't have brought Nick here.
not only offensive, but horribly dangerous.
Hey, Oddball.
And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Just stay back there, Nick. Somehow, I think bringing you here probably was a mistake. Just pretend like nothing's wrong. I don't think they'll notice. At all. Whatsoever. Yeah. Alright. How you doing tonight, oddball? So after my disastrous internet crash yesterday and not being able to complete this, we're picking this back up again where we're at here.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
Alright. Are you preparing for war?
Care about them? I thought we were preparing for war.
The Brotherhood is here to prevent a war by starting one of our own. The difference is, our war won't reduce civilization to ashes.
Well, what do you want?
What do you want from me?
I want you to start taking responsibility for this planet. To start making a difference. And from what I've read in Paladin Dance's reports, you've already begun that journey. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of knight.
Oh man, we're already a knight?
Befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
Man, I feel like they gave you like, I feel like you rank up pretty quick with the Brotherhood in this game compared to the other ones. Oddball, you said you were testing some stuff on stream a little bit ago. You were trying to multi-stream from YouTube and Twitch. So, I will explain to you how I do it. I use OBS to do it. And there is a free extension, or I guess I'm going to call it an extension, but there's a free extension you can get to put into OBS that allows you to stream through there, I guess you would say. So, because obviously OBS allows you to only set up one stream service in there, but then that extension allows you to do two. I can't explain it right now. I remember finding a YouTube video that kind of explained how to multi-stream with OBS, and then they pretty much walked me through the process. And then from there, I went through and looked for someone that also was on YouTube to explain how best to set up your settings for maximum efficiency, I guess you would say, or optimization for multi-streaming to both Twitch and YouTube. So, you know, right now, obviously, while I'm traveling, like I'm just directly streaming from the PlayStation to YouTube. That's all I can do. But yeah, that's how I have it set up on mine. It seems like once I got it set up, it works pretty decently. As I did that, there is a way to be able to include your chats for both Twitch and YouTube in OBS. Twitch is easy to do. YouTube takes... You basically have to go to your YouTube channel. You have to open up your chat box like in a separate window, and then you have to copy the web link, I guess you would say, the address and the web link and the address, and then you can go back in OBS and you can like create a custom box by pasting that in there, and and then it'll pull up as a dialog box that you can just have in OBS. So there's a lot of folks on YouTube much smarter than me that figure this way out before me. So I would just kind of recommend maybe doing some poking around, but hopefully you can get it worked out, man. It's definitely made it easier for me to do the multi-streaming. Okay, so let's see here. Not a paladin. Not yet, at least,
Only
anyways.
a knight? Why not a paladin like Dance?
The Brotherhood maintains a strict hierarchy, organized by rank. Paladin is several ranks above knight, and it took Dance many years to achieve that goal. With your continued loyalty to the Brotherhood, I'm certain you can attain the same. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Prydwen and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Prydwen, soldier. Make us proud.
Ad Victoriam. All right, I have to go to Sanctuary Hills because we're under attack. Yeah, he just handed out a promotion tonight like it was nothing, right?
Congratulations on the promotion.
Oh, a second, Let's equip our stuff here. Okay. And then let's head over to Sanctuary Hills. I wish we would have gotten Enclave in Fallout 4. That would have been pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. It felt like forever to be able to rank up in New Vegas. Alright, where are these bastards at? But Ty, I will say, the Enclave content in Fallout 76 I thought was really good. So, if you've ever done that before. Kyan, you said, you bring good news today. You're running around doing a big hunt on the Commonwealth having strong with you. And he just stopped me. And he had his final affinity with you? Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. That is awesome. I feel like he's going to be hard to do. You can just get maxed out with just fighting around with him? Okay. That is awesome. Where are we getting attacked? We're supposed to be getting attacked. These guys are taking their time, aren't they? Did I go to the right spot? Hold on a second. Help defend Sanctuary Hills. Yeah, we did come here. But where are the enemies? They're trying to lure me out. They're going to debate me. I think there's only like 3 spots they can spawn from.
Sanctuary revival project has really helped.
Well, no one's taking any of my power armor, that's for sure. Man, I really need to clean this place up.
I have so much data on the world.
Hey, Curie, how you doing? And we have Strong. Huh. I don't know if there's something I can do to kind of trigger them to come out, so... Oh, I hear him. I hear him. Holy mackerel, is that ghouls? Fuck, it is. Christ. Hey, man, that was easy. Dude, these explosive bullets are badass, let me tell you what. Sleep in the bed. Ah, damn it, I picked up something I didn't want. Oh, I lost a settler. What? No. You son of a bitch. I think I might have accidentally killed him. So sleep in the bed with the companions if you're near completing the quest, and then talk to the person, and you'll get more railroad, and Preston gives you more. I didn't realize that was the case. Can't believe I lost a settler, man. I am not happy about that. Okay. Well, we did what we needed to do, so let's, you know what? Oh my god. This little marker is still here. And I don't know why it's still there, but it's still there. They can't die by the enemy, so it was the explosive rounds. Oh man, I killed my own settler. Shit. I wonder, hold on a second, let me see if that messed something up really fast. Oh, that's a personal marker? Oh, it is. Hell. Remove marker. Thank you so much. I don't know how I set that the other day, but I was like, why is that still there? It was confusing the hell out of me. Yeah. Nope, this is why you guys keep me informed. I'm curious if that settler was connected to anywhere. So the only place I can think of is that it might have been connected to... I don't think I had anyone going to Grey Garden, and I don't think I've had anyone go into Abernathy Farm yet. I think I was just going to have someone kind of... Oh, he might have been... Let me see if I can reload this really quick. Oh, I didn't mean to quick save. Shit. Let's see here. Wondering if I could reload this. Let's see. And maybe not use explosive bullets. Let me see if this is nope, not this one. Well, we got one more I could possibly use. If this doesn't work, then so be it. Hey, here we go. What is my favorite gun? Oh man, that's a tough one. You know, they all like this wounding pipe. So I never really used pipe rifles before when I first played this, but like this wounding effect I have in this one, this thing will tear legendaries down like really good. You know, this is a good one to use. This radium rifle that I picked up, this thing's pretty awesome as well. The Overseer's Guardian weapon that I just got is pretty decent. You know, I love this one. So the ones I'm using right now are, I think it just depends, but it depends on the scenario. Make sure I got the right apparel equipped. Yep, we do. Okay. Sorry, I just had to check that.
Tighten up the meter.
Okay. What's my favorite weapon from all of the Fallout games that I played so far? Ooh. Whew. That's a tough one. See, Terrible Shotgun was pretty good in Fallout 3. You know what? Okay, I got it. It's the Dino 9000, the Fido 9000, I think is what it's called, or something like that. It's from Fallout New Vegas. You get it in Old World Blues, and it's like a little dog brain gun. It's got little ears on it, and it's got a little sniffer that keeps like moving around and stuff like that. And then when you pull it out, it does like it goes like the roof. And then when you get near an enemy, it's gonna give a little bit of a growl, like and you put it away, it's all sad and stuff like that. But just seeing like the little sniffer like moving around, the little ears moving and everything, like I really like that weapon. It was definitely unique, and it was really cool. Yours is the RCR or RCW laser weapon. It's a laser assault rifle. Let's see if these dudes will come by again. Watch, they're probably not going to show up over here this time around. While we're waiting, let me remove that marker again. That custom marker that I put down. Remove marker. There we go. Okay, so you guys said go sleep, right? Hopefully it'll get everybody to show up.
Hope this rain lets up soon.
Hey Preston, let me do a quick save really fast, just in case I mess it up. Then then we can restart again.
What's up?
You feel love's embrace. All right, here we go. Dude, what in the world, man? That guy was juking everything. Holy cow. Did we help defend the settlement? Okay. There we go. Completed. Help defend Sanctuary Hills. There we go. Alright. Let us head back to the Prydwen so we can report to Paladin Dance. Whoops, wrong button. Let's see, we need to go this way. I still got a few spots that I gotta go like check out and clear too. But for right now we'll kind of start working on the Brotherhood of Steel for this stream today. We've made it. Folks, we've made it to the Prydwen. Feels great. And we're going to get a whole new power armor set, too.
Inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Of course. I kind of remember this place a little bit, but I'll be honest, we'll have to do some walking around to kind of get familiar with what's going on here. Let's see, I think we just go up, main deck.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferals like paper.
There's no
So,
time to waste when there's
most
work
of
to be done.
most of
Oh,
these
man,
folks
I'm late for muster
we
one more
won't be
time.
able to talk to,
Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
but let's see here. Elder Maxson's terminal. If it's green, it's clean, so let's go ahead and use it. What do we have here? Paladin Hudson. Kells KS 390 LC. Okay, from Lancer Captain Kells to Elder Maxson. We've picked up some disturbing news regarding a rise in super mutant activity near the Commonwealth, and Paladin Hudson has bravely volunteered to single-handedly investigate. This mission will take the Paladin deep into hostile territory, so he'll need all the support that he can that we can provide. I'm having Tegan give Paladin Hudson an ample supply of ammunition and making sure that Ingram certifies that his power armor is in peak condition. I'm also allowing Paladin Hudson full use of one of our vertibird gunships, so I'll have one prepped immediately. Once everything is ready, I'll meet you and Paladin Hudson on the flight deck so we can give him proper send-off. I can't stress to you enough how dangerous this mission will be, so it's imperative that we provide the Paladin with all the support that we can muster. Wasn't Kells the one that we found dead? I can't remember. Okay, from Lancer Captain, not Kells, but Hudson, to Maxson. As requested, I'm providing you with all of the current information we have on the recon squad Artemis. According to our records, we sent them into the Commonwealth approximately 3 years ago to perform a standard survey beginning with the Malden area. We received a few reports from the team and then abruptly lost contact. Nothing in their communications indicate anything unusual, so we assume that they've either lost the ability to radio us or they've been killed. The squad consisted of 7 soldiers under the command of Paladin Brandis, so they certainly had plenty of firepower and the experience required to survive a deep recon mission. I have several recon teams searching for Artemis's whereabouts, but so far, they've been unsuccessful. That's the one that we ended up finding. Okay, Prydwen concerns from Ingram. Proctor Ingram. As you know, in order to get the Prydwen rapidly to the Commonwealth, I had my engineering team pull her older power plant and replace it with an updated fusion plant that we pulled from the aircraft carrier wreckage. I was able to squeeze almost 100% efficiency from the new reactor, but the system is burning through our coolant supply faster than expected. As we've been docked over the airport, I've been able to deactivate the main engines to cool down the reactor, but we're still eating up coolant when we're in hover mode. We'll eventually going to hit a point where we'll have to run out of coolant. If that happens, we'll need to put the Prydwen on the ground. I desperately need your help if you want to prevent that from happening. I'll be certain to provide you with details of our next briefing. Okay, Cade, Proctor Ingram. From Knight Captain Cade to Lancer Captain Kells, Elder Maxson. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capabilities in the field. In my professional opinion, Ingram is fully capable of handling field operations and would benefit from any team fortunate enough to have her with them. Before the Prydwen left the capital Wasteland, I spent 6 months helping her design the power armor frame that she's using to enhance her mobility. She is trained in the armor rigorously and is fully qualified, actually more than qualified to be placed with our ground troops. I've been treating wounded soldiers for almost 2 decades, and I've yet to see anyone that can match Ingram's level of commitment and determination. Confining her to the ship would be a waste of resources and a damn shame. A damn shame, he says. Alright, Tegan Armored Jacket. From Proctor Tegan to Elder Maxson. You'll be pleased to know that work on the armored reinforcement plating for your jacket is complete, and I'll be more than happy to send up a scribe to retrieve it when you're ready. The plating is fairly strong, but I think that you'll appreciate how lightweight the entire jacket will feel once the modification is made. I've stress tested the plating, and it should help you resist different types of energy weapon fire as well as most ballistic threats. After you try it on, let me know if it's comfortable enough to wear long term, or if I need to make any adjustments to the design. Alright, so that's Elder Maxson's terminal. Nothing else in here that I'm obviously going to take. But it's worth looking around to see what he has. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Ah, we have another terminal to read. Captain Kell's terminal. Let's see what's on Captain Kell's terminal. Okay. Captain, I need you to prepare the Prydwen for departure. Archivist Knox has completed the analysis of the energy readings that we received from Paladin Dance's recon team and has concluded that they're being produced by the Institute. Knox is certain that the energy readings could only be produced by an artificial means and only with an extremely advanced level of technology. Judging from the frequency of the readings, we both agree that some type of device or weapon is being deployed by the Institute, which means we need to head to the Commonwealth as soon as possible. I'm not certain what type of ploy the Institute is attempting to unleash upon the world, but I'll be damned if I'm going to stand idly by and let it happen. Alright, Ingram. From Proctor Ingram to Captain Kells. All stations are reporting green and all personnel are aboard the Prydwen. I've gone over her with the bow, from bow to stern, and she's ready to depart. With all due respect, it would be helpful if you could let me know exactly where we're heading. It's difficult preparing the vessel properly, not knowing what type of environment that we're going to be flying her through. I'm well aware that we're pointed north, but just how far are we going, and what can we expect when we get there, Captain? Cade. As requested, I've sent over my evaluation of Proctor Ingram's capabilities in the field. In my professional opinion, Ingram is fully capable of handling field operations and would benefit any team fortunate enough to have her with them. Let's see here. Before the Prydwen left, I spent 6 months helping her design the power armor's frame that she's using to... Okay, so this is the same thing that we read from just the other one right there. That's right, because he sent it to both of them. Tegan. Now that we've arrived in the Commonwealth, I'd like to establish trade relations with the locals. I'm going to need a standard sweep and retrieve team from one of our vertibirds in order to make that happen. There are several caravans that roam the Commonwealth, and we'll use the vertibirds to track them. If any of the caravans get jumped, we can swoop in and land and lend a hand and let them know that we're the friendly eye in the sky. Since you can't normally buy that kind of protection from mercenaries, we'll be certain to get the best prices and values for trade. I've used the same tactic in the capital wasteland, and it worked wonders. Out here, with the threat of the Institute looming over their heads, we'll have their mercenaries eating out of our hands. Okay. So we got a better idea of what exactly is going on here. This guy's got green stuff we can just take from. I wonder why he doesn't mind that we take things from him. Well... What is that noise? Okay. Look at Nick over here messing with shit. I wouldn't draw too much attention to yourself, Nick. Let's see, there's Dance over there. But we're gonna go and...
I'll administer your exam after
here's Cade.
you've checked in with Dance and Elder Maxson.
Let me see if there's anything new here. Medical files. Okay, Paladin Dance. Patient symptoms include inability to sleep and a dull throbbing pain in the head. All standard tests are negative. Evidence suggests post-traumatic stress disorder of a similar issue. Until severity of issue increases, recommend voluntary removal from active duty. Patient was informed but is currently in the field. Oh wow, they wanted to remove Dance from active duty? Yeah, medically retire his ass? Well, right here... And no spoilers, but there's definitely some clues to some things here that I didn't catch the first time. Proctor Ingram. Patient is complaining of a phantom pain from limb loss. Previously prescribed painkillers and a Stimpack mixture appears ineffective. Dosage has been increased to 300 milligrams a day, which is maximum allowable to remain duty capable. Patient also describes nightmares of limb loss incident, which is not unusual considering the level of trauma. We'll continue to monitor. Hey, Nina, good evening. You have the inability to sleep as well, huh? Well, hopefully you'll be able to get to bed soon. Synth. Proctor Tegan. The patient slipped and fell due to intoxication. He was drinking too much, causing minor laceration on forehead and contusion to upper chest. Applied a stim pack and recommended a minimum 8-hour bed rest. This is the third intoxication-related medical incident for patient, so I ordered treatment program to begin as per regulations. Deceased? Who's this? Night Sergeant Merrick. Patient returned from patrol with critical injuries from exposure to nuclear warhead detonation. Injuries: left arm and leg missing, severe internal trauma, left hemisphere of head severely burned and acute radiation poisoning. Attempted emergency surgery, but patient died after 3 hours. Patient's remains were incinerated as per regulations. He's Buzz Lightyear? Okay, we got this one here, treated. This is Engineer Scribe Osridge. Patient suffering from discoloration, rash, pustulis, and radioactive residue in the groin area. Symptoms consistent with sexually transmitted disease from a ghoul species. What? Patient treated and reported has been sent to Proctor Ingram as per regulations. Man, Engineering Scribe Osridge is, use protection. Game is game, huh? Prydwen internal mail. Let's see, this is all the same, right? Oh, here, no, this one's new. As we undertake our urgent mission in the Commonwealth, I feel that the mental well-being of your crew should remain a top priority for your department. I am well aware that being sequestered aboard this vessel can take its toll. If you observe any issues related to the stresses that these lengthy missions can cause, I want you to treat it as though the legitimate illness is being reported. If we have any hope of defeating the Institute, we cannot afford to lose even a single soldier to mental instability. Maxson. I've received your concerns about Proctor Ingram's condition, but I can assure you that she is more than capable of handling herself. She's already proven to be an extremely valuable member of this crew, and I will not place her on a mandatory leave until you've proven to me that she's physically incapable of handling her duties. Hey Marcus, how you doing? I wonder what they have against Proctor Ingram. Tegan to Night Captain Cade. Our latest sweep and retrieval patrol came back with some medical supplies. If you have some extra time, head down to the cage and let me know what you want. If there's anything that you don't need, I'll use it for trading. We're running a bit low on ammunition supplies, and these medical supplies are as good as caps with the locals. And Kells. I've finished reading your medical report on Night Sergeant Merrick. The fact that he managed to survive long enough to reach the Prydwen and deliver his report is absolutely incredible. The sacrifice that he has made for the sake of the mission is a testament to his dedication and loyalty. We will be holding a memorial service on the ship's forecastle at sunset this evening. I sincerely hope that you'll be able to attend. So it's kind of a HIPAA violation for me to be able to go through and read all that. Oh, what we got here? This is Cade's report. Let's play it. Yoink.
Medical report. Night Captain Cade reported. I've been working closely with Scribe Naraya, examining some of the synth bodies that our recon teams have recovered. Even though we have yet to recover the synths that appear completely human, these lesser models are still astoundingly advanced. What's becoming apparent is that the Institute is the most technologically gifted enemy we've ever encountered, and therefore exceedingly dangerous. I've turned over all of my data to Lancer Captain Kells, along with my recommendations for developing effective countermeasures for these synths. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much it will help, given the fact that the real enemy are the synths that could be hiding among us.
Okay. We have Proctor Quinlan's terminal here, and he's got a cat too. All right. How are things going with the game? Pretty good so far. After last night's kerfuffle with the internet. Okay, knock on wood. I don't want to have any issues anymore. Recon data listings. Oh, what do we got here? Hardware Town. Hardware Town? I remember this place. Wonder if it tells me where it's at. Hardware Town, logged by Proctor Quinlan. Former retail location, very likely to contain useful scrap or raw materials. Raiders last seen inhabiting location. Proceed with caution. Raiders may be stockpiling ammunition or weapons as well. Suggest all sweep and retrieve teams recover what they can. Vault Tech, Vault 75. Wait. Where's Vault 75? We came out of Vault 111. We did Vault 81. There's Vault 88. So Vault 75. Map updated. Logged by, let's see. Vault Tech constructed vault in the basement of Malden Middle School. What? Did we go to Malden Middle School? No. We went to the Suffolk County School. That place was a nightmare. The data suggests that the vault has created to experiment on children, but purpose has been struck from all records. Would like to retrieve as much data as possible from the location, as well as any technological artifacts that were left behind. Interesting. Well, we're going to have to go find that one out. Robotics disposal ground. We went here. Junkyard littered with remains of pre-war robots. A scouting patrol reported a possible military-grade sentry bot that looks serviceable. Location likely to contain spare parts or electronic materials. The tactical vault, you say? Well, I'll have to see where it's at. The Bad TFL Regional Office. We have been here. Facility was former location for Bureau of Alcohol, Drugs, Tobacco, Firearms, and Lasers. Data suggests the evidence lockers on site may still contain viable weapons or other useful equipment. Warning, scouting units have observed raiders operating in the area. And not anymore. The General Atomics Factory. We have not been here yet. Okay. Factory was designed for the manufacture and repair of Miss Nanny robots. Site likely to contain technological artifacts and or documentation as well as spare parts Procter Ingram might find useful. The chance for automated security at this location is high, so proceed with caution. Prydwen internal mail. Maxson. From Elder Maxson to Procter Quinlan. After we arrive in the Commonwealth, I want you to begin organizing sweep and retrieve teams. Take as many men as you need and coordinate the duty rosters with Lancer Captain Kells. I want as much information about these energy readings from Dance's team as you can find. We could be on the brink of discovering the location of the Institute, so this needs to be your top priority. You said you believe there are 6 vaults in the game, excluding the DLC. Okay, that's good to know. We know where 3 of them, now 4 of them are at, so we have 2 more that we'll have to kind of uncover at some point. Yeah, Marcus, we're on the Prydwen right now. Thanks, John. Okay, Maxson. Procter Ingram is requesting any information that will assist her reconstruction efforts. I passed along your gantry design to Kells, and we're both confident that it will be completed by the time that her project is ready. We have a lot of resources riding on the success of Ingram's mission, so I expect you to help her out in any way that you can. Alright, I've sent over the proper forms to requisition 2 more scribes that you denied, and you denied them. I don't need you slowing down my efforts on this, Quinlan. Maxson keeps hounding me for results, but getting anything done with this project has been like trying to field strip a laser rifle without using your hands. I need all the help that I can get, and if that means taking a few troops away from your scouting missions, I'm afraid that you'll just have to make do. Now sign the damn forms and let me do my job. I'm sorry to hear that, Marcus. Hopefully you can get it restarted. So one of the vaults is inaccessible, but you may or may not learn where it is. I am going to do my best to try to find the locations of all the vaults. The Rise of Elder Maxson. What is this? Oh, look at all this lore we get on the Elder here. Hey, Pippi, how you doing? Yes, we are finally doing the Brotherhood of Steel. You came here just in time. The opening notes. These entries are my attempt at writing a timeline documenting Elder Maxson's rise within the ranks of the Brotherhood. It is my sincerest wish that these entries will one day be compiled in a classic printed book format and distributed throughout the wasteland. Long live Elder Maxson and long live the Brotherhood. Ad Victoriam. Alright, background. Despite the defeat of the Enclave in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood of Steel was still an organization divided. The Outcast, a splinter faction that left the safety of the Citadel, still struggled to survive in the capital wasteland, separated from their parent organization. And while some of the Brotherhood members within the Citadel had no desire to reunite with their disgraced brothers, many saw the advantage in bolstering their own forces with warriors already trained and indoctrinated by the Brotherhood of Steel. Surely they could work out any philosophical issues, right? Hey, Hazard, how you doing? Oddball, you said you were curious how long it might be, so you looked up and we're not going to get another Fallout until 2030. That is the projections right now, because they did say that they were going to release Elder Scrolls 6 before Fallout 5, and who the fuck knows when they're going to release Elder Scrolls 6. But optimism about a potential remaster for maybe Fallout 3. So, you know, I guess we'll see that. That could be a possibility. Until then, yep, we hopefully have the TV series that'll keep us a little bit of company, and then we have we have all these other games that we can play. Enter Maxson. Enter Arthur Maxson, a young squire to both Owain and Sarah Lyons. And if you remember Sarah Lyons, she was the daughter of the Elder Lyons in the Citadel. She was a badass too. And the descendant of the very founder of the Brotherhood of Steel, Roger Maxson. When Elder Owen Lyons died, care of young Arthur Maxson passed to Sarah Lyons, Owen's daughter, who was then named Elder in his place. But when Sarah fell in the battle shortly thereafter, things became complicated. The Brotherhood of Steel, based in the Citadel, found itself in need of a leader and began appointing one ineffective elder after another. Do we like Elder Maxson? I'm not sure yet. I do remember we encountered him as a kid when we were in Fallout 3, but he seems pretty cool so far. Alright, accomplishments. As the years passed and Arthur Maxson grew, so too did his accomplishments. At age 12, while on a training patrol, he killed 2 raiders and saved the squad that was supposed to be escorting him. At the age of 13, he single-handedly killed a Deathclaw, and then he gained the large facial scar that he still has to this day. But it was his victory at the age of 15 over the super mutant Shepard, who was attempting to reorganize the Capital Wasteland super mutants, that elevated him to the hero-like status. When word of his feat reached the Elders back in the West Coast, they knew that the time had come. Maxson was ready to lead, and more importantly, to reunite the fragmented Brotherhood of Steel forces on the East Coast. Yeah, he killed a fucking Deathclaw at age 13, man. How badass can you be, right? Funny thing today is that you saved Sarah Lyons on the Fallout Shelter game you're playing right now, Kane. That's nice. Our new leader. So it was that year, a year later, when he was only 16 years old, Arthur Maxson brokered a peace with the Outcast and reintegrated them into the Brotherhood of Steel, and proving that he was an effective diplomat as he was a warrior. Now reunited, the full force of the Brotherhood of Steel appointed Arthur Maxson as Elder, the youngest in Brotherhood of Steel history. Aftermath. Elder Maxson reigns supreme in the Capital Wasteland, and his authority and influence have been spreading across the eastern seaboard, thanks in no small part to the mobility afforded by the Prydwen. He has the full support of the Elders back on the West Coast, who have proudly reported that they have begun eradicating cults that have popped up, worshipping Maxson as though he's some kind of god. Maxson himself is almost offended by the idea of being referred to as a deity, as it goes against everything he believes in. Arthur Maxson is happy to be one thing, the perfect human specimen as an example of everything a human being can achieve. Assisted, even enhanced by advanced technology, but still very much human. Alright, well I don't remember reading these the last time, but having played Fallout 3 now, I definitely have a much better understanding of all of the context that we just read here, from the outcasts that we encountered, their separation, the stuff that they went through, because they had a very big disagreement with Elder Lyons and like with the path that he was going down and everything. So this is a really good breakdown of Elder Maxson's rise. Cool. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Quinlan?
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxson and Paladin Dance.
You said she's in your vault now, so there's some sort of alternate timelines or something that's going on? Yeah. Let's see, so we have Nick here.
So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Hopefully the next recovery team will bring back some decent supplies. Been having to get real creative lately.
Okay, can't talk to him.
There. Try it now.
Nothing.
I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a mirelurk.
We're just checking. We're checking to see if we can find any more
Come find me when
lore.
you're done checking in with Maxson and Dan.
Ah, here we go. Proctor Ingram's terminal. Work orders. A repair completed by Ingram. Internal air conditioning unit. The air conditioning unit has burned out of its condensing oil from overuse. Need to remind the soldiers that they can't constantly run the damn thing 24 hours a day. Copper condensing coils are tough to replace, so we had to make do with the homemade version. The unit should last a while longer with moderate use. Repair completed by Ingram. Mr. Handy cultivation unit. Got called to the lab today and their Mr. Handy was trying to cut through everything in sight. Was almost ready to get some soldiers to shoot the damn thing before it hurt somebody, but it tried to cut through the bulkhead and burned up its motor. Pulled the logic unit, it looks like an old factory defect on the cultivation models. I've blown out the firmware and rewrote the instruction to set it to fix the issue. We replaced the motor and put the unit back into service. Type install completed by Ingram. Ventilation filter system. Install the ventilation system over the rear laboratory space to help Naraya vent the stench of her mole rats to the exterior of the ship. Had to cut out a few holes of the interior and outer plating, but triple welded everything to make sure that it all stayed tacked down. System is on a timer, so it shouldn't draw too much power from the ship's reserves. Was happy to help since I could smell her rats all the way down here. Gross. Man, rats give me a bunch of PTSD now from that quest that we had to do in Vault 81. Repair completed by Ingram, the vertebrate gunship Vorpal. Yeah, Arthur seems pretty cool right now. Elder Maxson. That's a really cool story that they built for him. Obviously he's a descendant of Roger Maxson, right? But then it's just like, as a teenager, right? Kills some raiders, kills a Deathclaw, takes over at age 16. All right. Vorpal threw a raider on its last landing, so I hitched a ride with Sapatha and headed out to the crash site. Pilot did a hell of a job bringing his bird down in one piece. All I had to do was recover the rotor and set it back in place. There's some minor plating damage on the starboard thruster, but I'll hammer it down when Vorpal gets back into the airport. It was nice to get away from the Prydwen for once, and hopefully I can convince Kells to let me head out with some future patrols. Man, all Ingram wants to do is just get out and get some shooting on, Alright, repair completed by Brainbridge. Sewage lines. I don't know what the heck the mess hall is serving, but the sewage lines was completely clogged. It was so disgusting. I had to borrow one of my buddy's power arm helmets just to keep the smell from making me puke. I think I'd rather scrape rust in the interior of the whole plating next time. Alright. Prydwen internal mail. Oh, she got a lot. See. Okay, here we go. After having a long discussion with both Lancer Captain Kells and Knight Captain Cade, I've decided to deny your request for field service. Oh man, this is from the boss man himself, Elder Maxson, to Proctor Ingram, and he's denied the request for field service. While I understand that you've modified your power armor frame to accommodate your injury, and Cade has personally given his seal of approval, I don't feel it worth risking your life. You of all people should appreciate that machines can break down, and in your particular case, if your frame fails while you're in the field, it could place you and anyone with you in extreme danger. Please do not take this personally, Ingram. I can't afford to lose you, and my decision is final. I'm sorry. Damn, that's why Ingram is boarded on the ship and she can't get off on any sort of field duty. Alright, from Knight Captain Cade to Proctor Ingram. I'm guessing that you've already read that Maxson has denied your fieldwork request. I did everything I could to talk him out of it, but he just wasn't convinced. If there's anything you need, even if you just want to talk about it, my door is always open. I hate to bring this up, but you really need to head down here and let me tweak your leg hydraulics. Last time you were here, you complained that the shock absorbers weren't doing their job, dampening your impacts from walking well. I was able to tweak some numbers, and I'd like to look it over with you. After all, you're the expert when it comes to the mechanical engineering. So there, now you have 2 excuses to visit me in the sick bay. I hope to see you here soon. Proctor Tegan to Proctor Ingram. I've got a little surprise for you. Remember how much you told me about those sweets that you love so much? Well, you know, the ones that look like a little like colored discs? Well, Quinlan's last sweep and retrieval patrol just came in and they found a whole roll of them. If that doesn't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. Now, how about heading over to my quarters this evening and we can split it together? Don't worry, I'll be a complete gentleman. I just hate seeing you storm all over the repair bay with that damn scowl over your face, and I think this will cheer you up. Man, Tegan trying to put on the moves with Ingram. Trying to put some sweets, right? Alright, let's see. Maxson. From Elder Maxson to Proctor Ingram. Now that Captain Kells has transferred all of your materials down to the surface and the gantry construction has started, I think it's time that we had a little talk about the timeline of your new project. I'd like you to head up to the command deck as soon as possible so we can discuss the details. We have far too many resources tied up in this operation to allow anything to slip through the cracks. We have a war to win, Proctor, and I strongly believe that this ambitious project of yours will be our rallying cry. Alright. Well, and this is Proctor Ingram right here. Okay, let's see. What else do we have over here? How old is Fallout 4? I believe it's 10 years old, if I recall. I think it came out in 2015.
You can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxson and Paladin Dance.
Oh, look, he's got a fat boy. He's got some mini nukes. He's got a XO1 helmet over there.
Needed. There's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge.
Let me do a quick save. Can we unlock this?
Can't break the code.
Requires a higher level hacking perk. Well, shoot. Night vision powerful. See, we got an armor workbench over here. Alright.
When it comes to keeping the Prydwen running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
Let's see, is there anything down here worth looking at? Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already like 10 years old, you know? It is wild for sure. What is this? Recreation terminal. Ingram. Feel free to use this terminal to unwind. I've disconnected it from the Prydwen's mainframe, but keep it clean or I'm shutting it down permanently. If you've got a problem with that, keep it to yourself. Tegan. Ingram told me about the rec station under the main deck. I've contributed a few bottles of liquor and some cigarettes, but I don't have an endless supply. If you need refills, come see me and we'll do a trade. Womack. Map updated. If anyone's up for it, I'm organizing a little nighttime feral hunt that's strictly off the books. I don't give a damn about the scents. These ghouls are disgusting and we need to keep them thinning out before they infest the entire Commonwealth. I'm pretty sure we can start with the Cambridge crater. See me if you're interested. Delacroix. McLaren got his suit wiped out trying to drop from the top of Trinity Tower, so the current record holder is still Patris with his Prydwen to ground drop. Remember, no leg armor mods allowed, just a clean jump with a standard T60, and all you have to be able to do is walk away. No exceptions. Man, that would be terrifying. Floris. I don't remember who was asking, but someone was looking for Mirelurk eggs on my last patrol. We swept through the Neposset Park, and I saw a few nests, but Kells had me carrying a ton of gear. If you want to head out there, I'm sure that you can pick up some for your eggs of yourself. Whenever you think of old games, you think of the fact that PUBG came out in 2017. You was 14 and you haven't stopped playing it since. Man. Well, I started playing Final Fantasy 14 in 2019. That game came out in like 2012, I think, 2013. We got a couple map spots from there. Curious where it put them, though. Oh, there's Malden Middle School's right over here. Oh, okay. So that's Malden Middle School. And then, let's see here. What else have we got? Cambridge Crater. So that's one of the spots right there. And then, I thought there was one more spot, too, somewhere. Warwick Homestead. No, there it is right there. Neposen Park. The oldest game that you have on PC is Fable. Man, I remember playing that. Oh, back on my Xbox. Alright, what else? What else do we have to explore around here? See, we haven't gone upstairs yet, so let's go upstairs. Wait. This way. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to be a little thorough and like look around everywhere, you know.
Okay, sure. Firing.
That's my personal storage container. Personal log?
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Prydwen in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Oh yeah, I'm totally going through everyone's privacy right now. Hey Joe, how you doing? I gotta check every nook and cranny. We have an outgoing mail terminal here. Let's see what this is. Oh, wait, who's this? This is PEM 787 Alpha's outgoing mail. Karen, I really miss you, baby. I hope that you're safe out there. Remember to keep the doors locked at night and the shotgun I gave you loaded at all times. Don't trust anyone unless you know them, and even then, keep an eye on everything that they do. I don't know how long this tour is going to last, but I promise I will come back to you. Love ya. Outgoing mail. Opened with moving your king's pawn 2 spaces, eh? Smart move. Try to control the center of the board and free up the queen and one of your bishops. I bet you'll think I'm going to mirror your move, but guess what? I'm going to move my queen's pawn 2 spaces so I can teach you a little something called the French defense. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this game. Glad to hear it, Joe. Thank you. Hey, Mom. They're letting me send out a message before we initiate radio silence. I'm working with a pretty decent officer, a guy named Kells. He treats us all very well, long as we do what we're told. Working with the Brotherhood has been an amazing experience so far. It's nice to finally be making a difference in this messed up world. I gotta go now, Mom. Say hi to Daniel for me. The French defense sounds like a euphemism. Euphemism or like that, yeah. Well, we see what we got here. Chalked up 2 more dead furrows. That makes a total of 17 since I've been out here. You wouldn't believe how easy they go down when you hit them with a laser rifle. It slices right through their ugly little things like butter. When I get back from this tour, I'm going to take you feral hunting. Trust me, you'll love it. For now, you'll just have to stick to hunting the local mole rats with your zip gun. Alright. I hope this message gets to the right person. My name is Knight Boda, and I served with your son, Initiate Arlen. I'm sorry to inform you that Arlen was shot and killed during one of our field training operations. Oh no! Let's see here, Joe, you said, tough to get Fallout 1 going for sure, but it's such a great game. Isometric turn-based, it's tough to get, but the world building is awesome. So Joe, I will tell you, hopefully in another month or so, I would say probably in another month, I would think. I'm planning to get into Fallout because I just need to finish Fallout 3. That's like one of the last ones I need to do, and then I was planning to play the original Fallout and then Fallout 2. So I'm really excited about it, and yes, I'm also hoping that I can figure out how to get them to work. All right, so apparently Initiate Arlen was the one sending out these messages, and it sounds like that he was shot and killed. I wanted you to know that he died a brave death, saving the life of 3 other initiates in the process. There's nothing I can say that will soften the blow of losing a child, but I wanted you to know that it was an honor to fight at Arlen's side. You should be proud of the sacrifice he made for the sake of his country. I've sent his personal belongings back to the Citadel. You have my deepest condolences for your loss. Oh, man. So, the whole...
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lasts.
Yeah, that's a bummer. His love of his life, he was going to teach to do ghoul hunting. Skyrim on VR is a win, huh?
Cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? I can guess. Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs? Alright.
What do we got in here?
Just don't tell Ingram, okay? Right. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Okay, let's see what we got over here. We got more people sleeping.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Okay, so we read that one. We found one holotape so far. I don't see any other holotapes. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure that I got everything around here.
Never forget.
Oh, who's this?
You are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear
the Squires.
suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Ad Victorium, Squires.
Ad Victorium.
Dismissed.
All right. Ad Victorium, little squires. Do your jobs. Learn well.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your
Hey,
concerns are noted, Scribe. If Proctor Ingram might...
Hey, there's Naraya right there.
borrow you.
Scribe Naraya.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you are injured.
Are these yours?
Are all these creatures yours?
Well, they're an important part of my research, if that's what you mean. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
Oh, cracking the code.
What do you mean, crack the code?
The genetic code. The DNA sequences that are in every living thing.
Look at Nick in the back.
See,
He's
the
eyeing her
ionizing
down.
Radiation left behind by
He's
the
like
Great War
photobombing
kills
this.
because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
He's like, stay away from my code. Marcus, we're doing pretty good. We're getting all this nice juicy lore with the Brotherhood of Steel right now. Short period of time, sign me up, sounds unethical.
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
All right. Pippi, weren't you the one telling me that you wanted me to do the Brotherhood of Steel stuff? All right, getting blood.
Will I get some of that new compound you're developing?
If I make a breakthrough, you'll be the first person I give it to. After I've tested it on myself, of course. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
No, it wasn't you, I see, huh? Okay. Joe, you said if I haven't already heard, when I get around to doing Far Harbor, make sure to bring Nick. Yes, I will make sure and bring him because that is part of the detective agency stuff. So I accidentally went there and started that quest line in a previous episode, but I had since reloaded my save, and I'll be able to redo that one again when we get out there. Alright, let's read... Let's read the personal notes of Lab Terminal Naraya over here. As we've been traveling towards the Commonwealth, I've been preparing my makeshift laboratory in the rear cargo hold of the Prydwen. When we arrive, Quinlan says that he'll be sending out several patrols with the express purposes of collecting viable field specimens. My job is to oversee the dissection and study of anything that the patrols bring aboard. I've always agreed with the notion that the quickest way to learn about your enemy's weakness is by examining them from the inside out. I hope that I don't have to wait too terribly long and put that notion to the test. Quinlan's collection teams have already brought super mutants and a scent specimen aboard. I've collected a fair bit of data from the remains, but I have yet to discover anything that will give our soldiers an advantage in the field. As far as the super mutant specimens go, they're quite different from the strains present in the capital wasteland, so most of our anatomical records require updates, which takes time. And the scent specimens, they're a complete mystery. The models that we recovered are almost entirely mechanized, so I've been coordinating with Proctor Ingram since she's our resident robot expert. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I have some answers, and in the meantime, I'm going to begin working on a special project of my own design. Let's see, what do you got? Let me see here. I'm trying to read what you guys are saying. So, Pippi said Dance is her husband? Nina, you said you haven't been playing a lot lately. You just like to watch me stream? Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, I like Piper. You said she's an extremely flawed as a journalist, though. Oxhorn has a solid profile of her. Does she? Huh. Or he. I don't know where that's at. What's this one right here? I've brought several mole rat specimens aboard for my special project. I'm convinced that the key is to unlocking improved radiation resistance in tenacious little creatures like these. If they've learned to adapt to the radiation blanketing the Commonwealth with a little help, we can too. I know that most of the crew thinks I'm crazy, but I'm certain that I'm on the right track. I just need as many viable blood samples as possible to make my theory a reality, which is difficult right now since Maxson has most of our team sweeping for technology. I'll see what I can do with my mole rat specimens, but I'm not sure it will be enough. And by the way, y'all are an amazing community. I'm really glad that, for everyone that comes in and joins the stream, keeps me company, and just, overall pleasure to kind of have around. So thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Helps keep me very motivated, just kind of continue doing this. I've run into a stroke of luck today. One of the new recruits has agreed to do a little field research for me and bring back as many viable blood samples as they can find. I was even more fortunate that they possessed a Pip-Boy that I could modify to extract the blood from whatever creatures that they killed during their missions. Now all I have to do is wait until a new recruit returns and my special projects can continue in earnest. Alright, so here we go. I'm surprised, okay, this little entry right here, she must be a magician because we just barely agreed to help find the blood and she already put this in the computer. Unless I don't know how she did it, but that's interesting. She already put an entry about us in there. Prydwen internal mail. Quinlan, from Proctor Quinlan to Scribe Mariah. While I'm pleased that you're settling into your new role as our medical examiner, I'm a bit dismayed that your attention appears to be focused on your own personal projects. The dissection and the examination of the super mutant and synth corpses need to be your top priority. Don't make me regret placing you in charge of the laboratory, Mariah. I have plenty of other scribes waiting in line who are just waiting for you to fail. Man, dude, that's cold, man. Quinlan's an asshole. Reese. Oh, man. Remember Reese? Let's see what he says. Scribe Nariah from Reese. I'm sending the mole rats that you asked for on the next vertebrate flight from the police station. I have no idea what you want them for. Those things bite and they crap all over the place. It was a pain in the ass just to collect them alive. So you better have that case of whiskey that you promised ready for the return flight after the pilot drops them off. As far as getting a Brahmin up there, you can forget it. I've talked to the pilot and he refuses to shove one of those disgusting things into his ship. Kells. From Lancer Captain Kells to Scribe Nariah. I've been informed by several members of the crew that you're keeping several mole rat specimens in the laboratory area of the ship. While I can appreciate the value of biological specimens, I'm sure you understand that those creatures are filthy and they emit an unpleasant odor in enclosed spaces such as our hull. I'll permit you to keep them if you can assure me that you'll have Proctor Ingram devise some sort of ventilation system to help mitigate the smell. Try to remember that you're sharing a space with people that have to eat and sleep and scribe. I expect a full report by the end of the week. Oh, man. That reminds me of a reel that I just seen the other day. Like, it was on an airplane, and like someone's recording, and all of a sudden, like you see like people like covering their nose, and someone up in the front, someone's like, "Please stop farting. It smells really bad." That's the worst when you're trapped on an airplane. Someone just all of a sudden like ripping one. All right. So we've agreed to help. Wait. Where did Naraya go? So.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Let's see here. Let's ask about the viable samples.
Will every creature yield viable blood samples?
Unfortunately, no. Nature's stubborn, and unless I get the proper specimen, I can't use it to make my compound. That's why I needed to modify your Pip-Boy. It'll let you know if the creature has viable blood in its body. Have you had any luck finding samples yet?
Not yet, no. Yes? We can say yes?
Yes, here you go.
Is this some sort of a joke? I don't know what that is, but it certainly isn't a viable blood sample. Do you have any or not?
No, sorry.
Drat. Well, maybe next time. I really appreciate you searching for the blood samples. As soon as I make a breakthrough, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm a pretty patient person, so like I don't really like when I'm on planes. I just kind of like usually like either be reading or I'll be like watching a movie or something like that and just kind of tune everything out. All right, y'all. I think we have done about as much of a job as we can examining the Prydwen. I'm trying to make sure there's not any kind of like hidden lore around here anywhere. Oh, what do we have here? A little drawing. So we got a kitty cat, a planet, and a spaceship. A toy alien and a rocket ship. Huh. I wonder what this is doing over here. More importantly, I wonder who did it. I wonder if it was one of those little scribes or something like that that drew this little thing over here. I never noticed this before. Looks like it's somebody's little play area. Nina broke into the Prydwen? Oh. Drawing the cats, yeah. We have to collect the cats for Nina. Those adorable little children soldiers. Okay, I think we're ready to go talk to Dance. Let's see. Oh, there's an overdue book in here. How about that?
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxson and Dance.
Man, we're gonna have like a lot of quests. I think this is... Oh, we can actually take this one. So this is a Brotherhood... Oh, I already have one of these, actually. Okay. Consume the ship from the inside, you say, huh? Alright, here's one of my... Let's see, was there anything over here? Just make sure there's not a holotape or something.
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Okay, let's talk to Dance here, one of the best companions.
Paladin.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxson?
Maxson's age.
Maxson seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxson's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Your confidence in Maxson.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxson sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxson took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
So that's interesting the way he characterized that. It almost makes Dance sound like he could have been like one of the outcast people. Like, man, just shove yourself through us. We're trying to have a conversation here. Marcus, you said you're trying to build a new base in Fallout 76. How did he get the scar? Nina, when you're asking how did he get the scar, are you asking about Elder Maxson, or are you asking about Dance? Because for Elder Maxson, it did say that he did get his he got his scar by taking out a Deathclaw when he was like 15, 13. Oh, Dance. I don't know about Dance actually. You just love how much they shit. Joey, you were saying you love how much they shit on the Fallout 3 Brotherhood. Yeah. So, but no, it's interesting though the way he was saying that, because like when you play Fallout 3, you know, they really try to make the Brotherhood out to be like the good guys, right? And then you run into the Outcast faction, and basically, you know, it's like they split away. Paladin, what was his name? Candace. I can't remember the name of the Paladin. I kind of like split factions, but you know, you go over and talk to them, and they were basically like, hey, like our mission has always been about the preservation of technology, and Elder Lines is run a freaking charity, you know, and that's not what we're all about. So just the way Dan said that, I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, let's see here. He's impressive.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking, bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
So what's all this about you being my sponsor?
Elder Maxson is understandably particular when it comes to new recruits. He believes in order to keep the Brotherhood strong, we have to bond as brothers. As your sponsor, it's my duty to travel with you throughout the Commonwealth to ensure that our ideals are being observed. That's why I'm so concerned about your performance in the field.
Dance is such a cool person. Holy cow, Joe. Level 700 in Fallout 76. I think you and Hunter are probably the two that I know that have played the game the most. I think my character is like level like 96 or something. If I go back to playing 76, I might just like restart a whole new character just to actually like go back through the story again. I know all of the videos that I uploaded to my YouTube are kind of like hodgepodged and kind of like just all over the place. So I think it'd be nice to have kind of like a complete like just playthrough from start to finish, you know. But I enjoy the game quite a bit. I'm not going to let you down, Dance.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Dance was born with the scars. Maxson merely adopted him. He was born into it, molded by it. That reminds me of that Bane meme about like broadband internet, right? Most of y'all are too young to remember dial-up internet, but my first internet that I had in my house was dial-up, and I had like it tied up your phone line, right? So every time you had to connect, you had to go through this like burr, 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 and then it was like super slow, like 56K. I'm not even gonna try to explain like how like painfully slow that was, but let's just say the fact that like I remember like when I used to be able to like try and like download a song, like just one song, that shit took like hours. Yeah. I have no clue how old some of you all are. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So we're gonna send Nick back to Sanctuary Hills for now.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
All right. Send Nick back to confirm travel.
Doesn't it feel good to be a part of something as important as the Brotherhood?
Okay. So it seems like most of you folks kind of experienced some little bit of dial-up. But, yeah.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Prydwen's hull from the outside.
Yeah, I'm turning 40 this year, so it's shit that I grew up on. It's like, it's insane to think like the type of technology that like we have now, you know? I just remember like when I was a kid or whatever, like we didn't, you know, like cell phones or anything like that, right? Fuck, even having a cordless phone was cool, you know? Like my first phone that I had was like a corded one that well, my parents let me have a phone in my room when I became a teenager, right? So I wasn't tying up the phone line, but yeah. Like, can you imagine like trying to like talk to a girlfriend and you're like in the middle of the living room because that's where the only phone's at, you know, and you have everyone like sitting there watching you? It's not cool. So, anyways, enough of that. Let's go ahead and meet the crew.
Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
Hey, look, there's a kitty, Nina. Here you go. Here's a cat for you. It's a little gray cat.
Ah, good. You're finally here.
Oh, what's
Just
this?
set the books down anywhere.
I didn't see this one right here. Okay, here's a holotape that we gotta listen to. I didn't see this one up here.
Damn it, Scribe. I told you I didn't want the corners bent. The issues were to be in mint condition.
I'm sorry, Proctor, but this is the only limited edition annual we've recovered. Even before the bombs fell, this was the rarest issue. The one where Grognak dies and comes back to life?
Yes, Scribe. I've read the 2076 underlain price guide from cover to cover, so I'm well aware of its past value. The fault for this travesty rests squarely on your shoulders, because you chose to ignore the important lesson I taught you, which is...
Always bag and board. I'm sorry, sir. You're absolutely right. And I promise it will never... Sir? What's that red blinking light in your terminal?
What? Oh, damn it all. I left it in record mode. Just let me...
Interesting. Alright, sorry, I'm just checking to see if there's any other things here. What's a colander? Let's see. Does he have any more holotapes anywhere? Yeah, sometimes they hide these suckers, you know, so you gotta kind of like really look. Hey, look, someone's got a little bit of drawing over here. All right, let's talk to, who is this? Books.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Quinlan. This guy's an asshole. All right. Pertinent information.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Okay.
Makes sense to get rid of the trash.
Well, I'm pleased you agree. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Oh, you know what? I haven't picked up any technical manuals at all, but I don't think you can start picking them up until you start talking to this guy. That's kind of a shame because we've gone exploring to a lot of different places. So, it probably almost pays to like do... Well, actually, you can't get to the Brotherhood until after you do the Kellogg quest, so never mind. Okay. No, Marcus, right now, it's part of the quest line. We just have to go talk to the 4 individuals. All right. Meeting the crew.
Maxson wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Okay, technical documentation. Let's ask about this.
What technical documentation are you looking for?
The Brotherhood is primarily interested in collecting information that might assist us with our current mission. Medical records, science journals, weapon schematics. If it contains any type of useful data, we need to get our hands on it.
Research patrols.
What exactly is a research patrol?
Simply put, we send a small two-man team to scout a location and evaluate its technical and historical relevance. Saves us from sending an entire retrieval team to a worthless location.
Nina, you said, am I maxing out Nick right now, or am I saving it for Far Harbor? So, I really wanted to be able to max out Nick, so I just don't have to worry about him. But what I'll probably do is I'm going to do all the Brotherhood stuff first. I might go back and pick up Nick and then continue working on some of the Brotherhood, or not the Brotherhood, sorry, but the Minutemen stuff to see if I can get Nick maxed out. But I might have to, I don't really want to wait until Far Harbor, but it might have to wait until Far Harbor. I think if I just keep working with Nick on the Minutemen Radiant missions, then we'll get him maxed out.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Yeah, John, we're going to wait to do Far Harbor. For sure. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it anytime soon. But, yeah, so I won't do it also for the sake of, like, just trying to level up Nick. Okay, I think that's it from here. Alright, let's see. Did I miss a holotape over here? I'm just going to check and make sure. Okay, I think we got the one here.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier.
Oh, look, he's good.
Your medical exam?
I am in tip-top shape, just so you know. Give us Dance, we got Dance. He's right here. He is a hulking, walking badass. Medical exam.
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Vault-Tech screening before the war. Let's ask about the Vault-Tech screening.
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you...
Am I going to help the Minutemen?
Okay, second question.
Yes, Marcus, we're going to do that route.
Had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Diseases. Well, I guess the mole rats don't count because we scummed our way through that one, so I actually didn't catch a communicable disease through that one. So no, I can say we haven't actually gotten anything. Have I built up some of my bases yet? Not really.
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Oh yeah, good luck with your exam tomorrow, Nina. Hopefully it goes well.
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Have I, have we had sexual relations with someone non-human, huh? Well, does that happen often? We had the one guy who had it with the ghoul, right?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer
Thanks for all the
yes
emotes, guys. I appreciate it.
Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Oh. I wonder how this one... Morals question.
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
The Wastelanders having a kink to ghouls and stuff. Well, you do remember in New Vegas, there was the... oh god, what was her name? Beatrix? Or something like that? Beatrice? She was like the ghoul dominatrix that you like helped out, and then she went over to like the Wrangler, the Atomic Wrangler or whatever it was. Only to defend myself.
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
All right, Knight Captain Cade. We are fit for duty. Okay, let's see here. Who's this person? Senior scribe's poking around. All right, we got to go meet the other folks really quick. Yeah, breaks are definitely needed. I will concur on that one. All right, here's Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Prydwen's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Power armor.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
See, you know what, y'all? I kind of wonder they didn't wait until you got to this point in the game to give you the power armor training so you can wear power armor. It seems like it would be a really good spot for it, you know, where it's like, hey, here's your, you know, your own power armor that you can have, and then, you know, basically you get knighted so you can go through the training to be able to get it, right? But, you know, for some reason they decided, like, right off the get-go, they're going to give you power armor, like, right at the very beginning of the game so you have it, you know, which kind of makes you a little OP. I think if it's one thing I've appreciated about the previous Fallout games is that they kind of make you sweat a little bit in the beginning of them, you know. So it's like you're like struggling, you know. But anyways, just kind of throwing it out there that I thought that this is kind of a good spot too. Missing legs.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Oh, I didn't have my thing. Let's see. I guess if it's Nate, it's reasonable because he's ex-military. I think that's the going assumption right now, is the fact that, you know, he doesn't require power armor training because, you know, obviously, one, he's pre-war. Two, he was, you know, he was ex-military, or he was in the military, so he probably, you know, arguably had power armor training. So I think that's maybe how they passed it off, right? You say, is it, how do you guys say it? Armor or Armor. I don't even know if I can pronounce it that way. Arm or. That's hard to say that. You said it still doesn't make sense with Nora, and you agree that the power armor at the beginning with the Deathclaw is just very gimmicky. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna say I'll keep it a secret.
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay.
Hey, we passed it.
Get you off my back about it.
Yeah, it's all right, Marcus. Don't worry about it.
Brotherhood in the capital wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
You were not on the Prydwen.
You weren't aboard the Prydwen?
The Prydwen wasn't under Maxson's command at the time. It wasn't even in the capital wasteland. If she'd had been there, the battle wouldn't have been such a challenge. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Well, there's a story about Proctor Ingram and kind of about her situation and how she lost her legs. So she was in the Capital Wasteland before too. I kind of wonder if she's a character that you can run into in the Capital Wasteland. Something tells me that she's not, and they just kind of created her for the game, but still kind of interesting.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. We'll be on
Proctor
report
Tegan.
before you can
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
All right. Buy them, you say? I'm a knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. This shit should be free.
Wait, buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and...
Pay to win.
Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
Yeah, Brotherhood is a pay-to-win organization. That's how this works. Pay-to-win game.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since
Tegan looks like he walks around the deck with cards.
I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Okay, hold on a second. This is a little bit of lore related non-ski. So I'm gonna be interested to kind of see if I can come across this in Fallout 1. I've intentionally tried, I've tried not to look up anything about Fallout 1 so I can kind of go through it blind when I go through there. But if that is indeed interesting, that Nate is in Fallout 1, that's interesting. So, but yeah, when I get to Fallout 1 though, I'm gonna try to do my best to be very thorough, and especially see if I investigate learning a lot about the lore and everything like that. But beyond that, I don't really know much about Fallout 1. I've tried to just kind of stay away from it until I get around to playing it, Let me do a save really fast. It's been a hot minute. Fake news. Okay. Alright, we did a save. So let's see here. Completed. Let me look at the quest really quick and see what else we have to do. Meet with Elder Maxson. Alright. We have completed the tour of duty, y'all. We're gonna go back up and talk to the legendary, the man, the myth, the legend, Elder Arthur Maxson.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest.
I think there was like a below deck too that I didn't go check and see. Let me see. It was like down here, wasn't it? Yeah. We didn't go down here really quick. This is a whole area in itself. What do we got over here? Radaway, Radex, Radaway. Maxson scares you. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, so you guys said Nate never existed before Fallout 4. So I guess someone's just taking some creative liberty with some of the lore here and just kind of making some, you know, interpretations about some stuff. Then it sounds like, you know, trying to maybe put 2 and 2 together. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Alright.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
Hey, we got a home plate. Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff, y'all. The foredeck. Oh. Yeah, let's go check and see what's on.
We need to get out of this radiation now.
Yeah, this is a bad spot to be. Hot damn. Radioactive storms. Alright, hold on a second. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, there was a guy that tried to tie Nate back to the old Fallout story, but when people that know about the lore said that didn't make sense, so... And then has since then tried to retract and hide everything. They were saying that, yeah, that creative at Bethesda tweeted out about that and later walked it back. Oh, okay. Alright. That makes sense, y'all. We'll get around to it, at least Fallout, when I get around to playing there, but yeah. You know, it's kind of, I mean, it is kind of hard to, like, you know, like, I mean, it was obviously 2 different studios, you know, so. Let's see. Okay, see, is there any other holotapes or anything around here that we need to see?
Now that you've had a chance to roam the Prydwen, what do you think, Knight?
Oh, here we go. CIT Recon Report. Is he talking to me right now? Okay, Prydwen name. Let's ask him.
Where did the Prydwen get her name?
Elder Maxson said
Prydwen.
He took the name from a work of
I'm saying it incorrectly.
Fiction. Something about a man who was destined to become a king, and his journey to liberate his people from tyranny and oppression. Seems fitting for such a remarkable ship, wouldn't you say?
She's impressive.
She's very impressive.
Yes. Quite a feat of engineering, isn't she? It took the Brotherhood's sharpest minds over 2 years to design, and more than twice that to build.
Where was the building site?
Where was the Prydwen constructed?
She was constructed at Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. There was a vast amount of scrap metal and salvageable components there after we defeated the Enclave. We spent the first 2 years alone gathering the parts. The rest was spent assembling. It was worth the effort. With the Prydwen in our arsenal, we can mobilize our entire division, sending her anywhere that Elder Maxson wishes her to go. Her presence in the Commonwealth ensures that our mission to defeat the Institute will end in victory.
Hey, Tote, how you doing? Everything's been going pretty well. Just been doing a lot of Fallout 4 lately. Hopefully you've been doing good, buddy. You said Bethesda's been actually pretty respectful for the lore in Fallout 1 and 2, so... Okay. I mean, that's good. I mean, you would hope that, like, they would respect the canon kind of in the older games, you know? And, like, especially as they do kind of, like, these franchise-type IPs like this, like Fallout. Like, whenever they make all the games, you know, they have to try to be respectful to the community of people that really like to dig into the lore, you know? And you know, anything that kind of, like, breaks it, you know, is like really unfortunate when it's just like, oh man, like, you know, this game can't be considered canon because it breaks something, or now that game can't, you know, or something like that, you know. It's kind of like, well, anyways, yeah, I won't get into it much more, but yeah, it's good when they can do that. All right, let's ask about other airships.
Did the Brotherhood ever build other airships?
There were less advanced versions of the ship built on the West Coast, a long time ago. Historical records about their current status are in dispute, but we're fairly certain that they were destroyed. In any event, I hope your tour of the Prydwen helped acclimate you to our way of life up here. I think you'll find that the more familiar you become with both her capabilities and her crew, the longer you'll survive as a member of the Brotherhood. You're dismissed, Knight.
I agree, Nina. They have some pretty bitchin' uniforms, don't they? I really would like to acquire one of these. All right, let's listen to the CIT report right here. That is the Commonwealth Institute of Technology, if I remember right. Yeah, Maxson's jacket's one that I wish that I could get. I don't know if you can get it, but I would love to. It is really awesome looking.
Reactor jitter, adjusting compression rate. Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Huh, interesting.
Remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Let me just check and make sure that there's not anything else in here. He's got a combat knife.
Getting a bit of twitch on prop 3. Adjusting torque.
Okay, I think we're pretty good to go. So let's go ahead and go outside and meet with Elder Maxson. One way to get it. Oh yeah, I guess there is one way. Wait, can you actually kill him? I don't know if you can. Maybe you can, I don't know. I've never tried, so how about that? Let's see, no matter how high your level is, there's no way you can pacify Maxson to trade his outfit. I mean, the bro killed a Deathclaw when he was like 13, so he'd be kind of hard to pacify.
Don't worry. We'll keep the Prydwen running at peak efficiency.
Alright, here he is.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Pippi, I don't know if we'll get that far. I guess we'll see. Because there is going to be a point to where I'm not going to be able to progress down the storyline just because I'm doing a Minutemen run with this playthrough.
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach.
Hey Eddie, how you doing? Welcome to the channel.
On top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Elder Maxson's only 20? Dude, he looks a lot older. Like in, I don't know why he looks older, but he does. He's got to be older.
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than synths. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
Wait a minute. Actually, we can figure this out. How much time has passed between Fallout 3 and then Fallout 4? He's 20. He's 20 because in Fallout 3 he was what? He was like 8 or 9 years old when we ran into him. It's been 10 years, so he was 10. Okay, so it's only been 10 years, so he's 20 years old. Man, he is. I would just say this: the wasteland has been hard on this man. He looks like he's like 35. I definitely didn't look like that when I was 20. That's what war does to a man. War never changes. All right, consider it done.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Alright. Board the vertibird gunship. We're about to go take out some super mutants. How's my inventory doing? Hey, we're doing pretty good, actually. Alright. Yeah, man. He's got some swagger. Man, that outfit is fucking awesome, too. It's one thing I wish you could get. It's the outfit, you know? Alright. Let's see, what do we got up here? A mini nuke, huh? And a combat rifle. Just checking to make sure there's nothing up here of value. Okay. Alright. Oh!
Get on that gunship, soldier. I want Fort Strong cleared and that stockpile.
Alright, Marcus. Hey, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I hope you have a good night. Hopefully you can get some sleep, too. Where in the hell? Oh, we gotta go this one. Alright, let's see what time it is really quick. Okay, it's been 2 hours. I tell you what, guys. Let's go ahead and try doing this one quest, and then I might see how we're doing after that. Did I go to the wrong one?
Having the Prydwen moored above the airport.
I think I went to the wrong one. Yo, what the fuck? Didn't it say board?
Need a resupply? Dr. Tegan set up a little shop in the app section.
Let's see here. Is it this one over here that we gotta go to? Let me see what it says really quick. Board the vertibird gunship. Let's see, Tote, you said you're reading the help guide because some of the things in the game to help you get better. Let's see, go down, then walk to the shore. Okay. Man, some kind of rollout party they have for us. They're like, you need to get to the vertibird. You get to the vertibird, and they're like, not that vertibird, you dork, the other vertibird. Alright, let's go walk to the shore. They're like, you want to serve in the Brotherhood, you gotta earn it. You gotta go walk to your vertibird. Wow, what's this thing doing way over here? Oh, I'm gonna catch rads going in this shit too, aren't I?
Death from above. It's the only.
Have a good day, Marcus. Dan's like that. Alright. Let's get some firepower going. It works. This is why we joined the Brotherhood of Steel. Be able to fly around with some amazing armament, some firepower. We're gonna take out some ghouls and some super mutants. Of course I suck at shooting.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sight.
Oh, a behemoth? Oh shit, you gotta be kidding me. Oh man, dude, this ain't good. I forgot about this. Eat hot lead. This isn't going so well. Dude, he is a tough SOB. Tough as nails. Come on. He's running. He's running. Chase him down. Ugh. Oh man, is there another behemoth? Oh, he's still alive. Alright, now he's dead.
Primary target down. Look at that thing, please. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
It's like those damn trolls in Valheim. The lobsters are gonna follow me to Fort Strong? Oh no. This thing's worse than stormtroopers aiming. Alright, we need to get out of here. Get him, Dance. Hey, looks like we did it. What'd this guy have on him? A marksman, powerful combat rifle, death claw, a comfy pillow. Man, Behemoth liked to be able to sleep comfortable at night, it seemed, huh? We're gonna go ahead and take it. Let's see. A leaded reinforced combat armor chest piece. Okay. Mirelurk meat. Oh, what's up with the rads? Okay, we'll make sure and, man, this was like a dumping ground, wasn't it, around here? The minigun sucks at high level because there's no minigun perk. Oh yeah, I didn't have like commando or anything. You need to get some good sleep to be able to hurl those boulders around. Yeah, I definitely agree. Look, he's carrying a shopping cart around, stuff like that. That reminds me of Dark Souls 3. There was those one enemies that carry, it's not a shopping cart, but like kind of like a cage on their back, and they would like grab you. Or you could like jump in it and like take a ride with them. Well, let's see what else we got here. Picking up all these things, I'm just gonna do our due diligence and look around and make sure that we got everything. Ah, we have a cap stash. 22 caps. Man, there's a lot of radioactive barrels around here. Someone wasn't nice to this place. A technical document, you say? See, now we can start picking up the technical documents. Some of these areas I wonder if you can like get to, because it looks like there's something up there, but it's hard saying how you would do it. Like, it almost kind of looks like you have to like walk up this thing, but they put it like in a very odd spot. This place is a nightmare. I guess that's why they didn't. Yeah, I have really bad aim too. Oh, someone put a little bit of flowers out here. Okay. It wouldn't be a military installation without a bunch of nuclear waste barrels lying around. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Nina. I appreciate it. Let's see, what do we got over here? Okay, don't see anything. Yeah, I know my rads are pretty high, but we'll, I'll take some rad away here in a second. I got more than enough. Okay, we're definitely overloaded now. Whoa, Dance, what are you doing down there? He's like, you never know what you find. I'm just going to be in the water over here, kind of looking around. Don't mind me. He wanted to take a swim. What can you blame the guy? He never picks up the mines. Or I never pick up the mines. Sometimes I do when I disarm them. If I do get around to being able to disarm them. Most of the time I hit them though. So yeah, it's a blood sample. Hey, we already got a blood sample. All right, folks. I think we have everything. What's funny is the vertebrate left us here, right? So we have to like actually, you'd have to look how big it is, man. The Prydwen is like huge. It's like just massive. You stand there and look at them as they blow up. Dance is an awesome guy. All right, let's head back to... Oh, I have to secure Fort Strong. I didn't even go into the area. We got to actually go inside of it. I'm glad I looked at the map. Speaking of, let's take that rat away really quick because that is going to help us out. Yeah, I appreciate it, Darren. I'm off in my own little world right now. So, looks like the entryway is over here somewhere. Take a Radix. Good point. U.S. Army Fort Strong. Let's see what's up here really quick. Got some more flowers. Okay. Oh, we got some artillery. Can you actually use this? I don't know if you can. Can you load it in here? Let me see. Take. No, you cannot. Unfortunate. Alright. What do we got on this side over here? Looks like we just got some more artillery shells. Or balls, I guess you would call them. Let's see, can't get up there. Ah. Okay. Alright, let's head, lend a hand for Uncle Sam and list today. Let's go ahead and do a quick save really fast. And you guys recommended I take some Radix, so why don't we go ahead and do that. And let's go in. We got some super mutants to take out. Oh. I gotta unlock this. Come on. Hardest novice lock in the game. There we go.
Nice.
Get him, Dance. Take that. He's like, my arm. Oh, dude, he took the arm off. Dude, Dance is a beast. All right, come here, Dance, really quick.
Hey.
Awaiting your command. Want to
Want to swap some gear?
Yes, let me give you some gear. Oh, wow. I have a nuke mine? What the hell? I guess we gotta use this to, like, blow something up? Wow, look how much damage that does. 300 damage? Okay. Okay.
Over there. Think you're clever?
What is Dance's first name? Paladin. Ouch. Yeah, I'm not really sure what his first name is. All right, let's do a look-see around and see. Oh, we got a holotape here. Private Murrahan's holotape.
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper, so Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
So they were talking about the Fat Mans and developing a man-portable nuclear launcher. His name is John Dance. Ooh, more technical documents. We're gonna grab all the technical documents that we can find. My Radix is worn off, son of a bitch. Okay. Just Dance. Yep, that checks out. It's Just Dance. Hey, what's your first name? It's Just Dance. Okay. Man, I don't want to pick up all these TV dinner trays right now. I'm gonna save for space. Okay, I think. Oh, look, they got a baseball on here. Baseball, 176 years of Boston tradition. Let's see, we got an elevator right there, so we can go up. What do we got in here? Not a good sign.
Quite a bit of debris here.
Let's see, you just looked up about Dance, and it's literally never stated. How could the Brotherhood not look into that? Be like, hey, you're one of those weird, he's like, they probably asked him about it. Here's what he said, right? They're like, wait a minute, what's your first name? He's like, no, my name's Dance. They're like, how do you not have a first name, or is that your first name or your last name? He's like, it's just Dance. Kind of like McLovin, right? The hell was that noise? McLovin only had one name. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I know I'm really slow when I go through these areas, but I like to be pretty thorough. I haven't seen Superbad in a long time, but I did see. I don't know why I seen a meme the other day with McLovin's driver's license from Hawaii. It made me crack up. Hey, look, we got a terminal that we can read. General Brock's terminal. Holy cow. McLovin! Alright. Fort Strong, U.S. Army Depot. No unauthorized personnel. General Brock's report. Let's make sure and read these ones in order. Let's see here. June of 2075. As of today, command of Fort Strong has passed to me. I am looking forward to helping the U.S. Army test some of its experimental weapon systems at our facility. I've already had the men preparing the island for testing operations by tearing down the old barracks and constructing a simulated town. Since we'll be fighting the enemy on an urban front, I think it's best that we test these weapons and best way to test these weapons is by seeing how well they punch through civilian structures. Alright, September. We've been testing a new batch of T-51 Bravo power armor suits that the Army Corps of Engineers just rolled out off the assembly line. I'm impressed with the amount of protection that they'll afford our soldiers, yet allow a great deal of mobility. I've noticed that the soldiers are still having trouble jumping in these things because of the suit's weight, that they often tip over or on hard landings. I've had the maintenance boys look at it and they're suggesting adding a gyroscope to shock absorbers to the lower torso. We'll pass it up the chain and see if they can get it to Washington to spend the extra money it'll cost for the modification. So let me check and see what you're saying, Joe. From a storytelling point of view, it makes sense. He's a paladin in the Brotherhood, and that's all the organization sees him as. Yeah. February 2076. Things are starting to heat up overseas, so Washington is pushing us to cut our project turnaround times in half. I told him that that would be dangerous, but it seems like we don't have much of a choice. I've decided to split my staff into Alpha Team and Bravo Team so that we can work on 2 projects at the same time. The manpower will be reduced, but I'm convinced that we'll still be able to maintain our new schedule. And I'm going to put Alpha Team on the power armor and Bravo Team on the new M42 Fat Man launchers. June 2076. Alpha Team just shipped out the first batch of T-51 Bravo suits in the front lines of China. Reports are already coming in that the suits are performing better than expected, chewing through the enemy tanks and armor like they were paper. Word has it that some sort of enemy troops are even surrendering when they catch sight of the power armor troops hauling their 5mm cannons. It looks like the Alpha Team has earned themselves a weekend pass in Boston. December 2076. The Bravo Team is having a heck of a time getting the M42s not to shoot far enough away from firing position. The problem is that the warhead is still too heavy to fire the distance required, and our simulated soldiers are still soaking far too many rads and suffering blast burns. One of the technicians has suggested a radical idea of using a conventional, depleted subcharge to catapult the round rapidly out of the launcher. His calculations look sound, so I'm going to let him give it a try. Alright, last report, September 2077. After a few design setbacks and the loss of one of our testing squads, we finally perfected the M42 launcher's firing mechanism. Washington has been writing me to wrap this project up, but with a weapon this potent, I was inclined to take my time. We've sent the launchers ahead to the supply yard in Mississippi, and we're just waiting for the go-ahead to ship the warheads wherever they need to go. Hopefully we can get these nukes out of here before the month is out. I don't feel comfortable sleeping 20 feet above nukes to reduce this island to ash. Okay. Well, at least we've seen what they were involved in. Oh, there's a safe here. God dang it. It's gonna be like right around here somewhere. There we go. Yes. Let's see, what do we got here? A muzzled, calibrated, and a pipe revolver? I don't think it's really worth it. How much does this weigh? 8? I'll take it for now. If it weighs me down, I'm dropping it.
First people to investigate this location in quite a while.
I think you're right. Paladin Dance. Just Dance. Okay. Alright. Let's see. There was a spot that we had to go up somewhere. I think there was an elevator. Where was the elevator at? Oh no, there wasn't an elevator. There was some right here. How do we get there? Hold on a second. Can we jump up this way? Something tells me we're not supposed to
rose from the ashes of the U.S. military.
be able to go this way, but it let... Oh. I don't think we're supposed to go that way. Hold on a second. I know there's an elevator somewhere that we're supposed to go. Ah, we can go this way. Here we go. Okay. What do we have here? Fusion cells. Now I gotta be on the look for those technical documents. I'm gonna be seeing them everywhere. Skyrim shortcuts. Yep, that's how you do it. Just jump right up the hill. Just jump right up the hill. The hell? Did I? Hold on a second. Secure Fort Strong Armory. Let me see here. Local map. What am I missing, guys? Let's see. Commonwealth. I think we got everything here, right? That's what it looks like. I don't really see anything else that we can do here. I guess we gotta go back outside. No, it's having us go back in here. All right, hold on. I think I missed a turn. It was that elevator. I know we got to go in the elevator. That takes us down somewhere.
This area seems to be in disarray. This is recent.
Where? There it is, right there. I like how Dance squeezes his big ass in with this. Wait, can... Watch, he's gonna be like, nope. There he is. Hey, we fit in here pretty good. You should wear a helmet. You know that, Dance? Might help you out a little bit, you know, protection-wise. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Technical documents, none. Okay. Watch out. Here we go. Oh, we got an armor workbench here. Okay.
Oh, what's that? A noise? What? Who's there?
Ah, we're getting rads. I'll make sure and take some Radix.
The Brotherhood's hoping to revive.
Purified water. From out of the toilet? We're gonna take it. Are we gonna drink it? Probably not. Why would they put purified water from the toilet? Oh, shit!
Remain vigilant. This place may appear abandoned.
Dang, man. Hey, we leveled up. Now I gotta remember what I was gonna put a point into. Let's see, let's do hacker so we can make sure and get the master one unlocks whenever we come across them. I hate not being able to unlock terminals. Alright, so now we have that and that. Okay, we're level 44 now. Moving on up in the world. Oh, dude, it's a legendary. Whoa, man, guys got a... Overseer's Guardian time it is. Oh, no! Did you see that? I had like no health left. Come on, you bastard. Got him. Oh! Someone threw a grenade. Dance took it like nothing. Do you remember when you go into the I don't remember which facility it's called. You go into like the medical facility with him with all the synths, and he like takes all those synths like a champ, and the burning of the what was it, the rocket or something like that? What's it over like in the US these days? Cold. Like a storm coming through. Let's see, let me take some radix. Otherwise, I can't complain too much. I'm just waiting for spring, man. It's like cold everywhere. Metal box. The Abraxo cleaner I think we need for the acid. That helps us when we're deconstructing the bones to make cutting fluid, I think. Okay, let's see what this legendary dude had on him. Man, a bloody tire iron. Oh well. Technical documents. Very nice. Light bulb. Oh, we got a terminal here. Technical. Bravo team testing terminal. Well, let's read their reports and see what they had to say. Things are getting tough around here. Brock has decided to split our men into two teams. I drew one of the short straws, so I ended up with the M42 Fat Man launcher, while most of my buddies are sitting pretty upstairs with the T-51 Bravo suits. I can't even begin to describe what a ridiculous idea the M42 is. It's a man-portable mini-nuke thrower like that a trooper in the field is supposed to deploy at close range. I've been poring over the schematics, and I have no idea what is going to get this thing to throw a warhead far enough not to kill a soldier unlucky enough to try to get stuck with one of these things. We've stripped the warhead weight down as much as possible, but I think we're looking at this thing the wrong way. Instead of trying to reduce the warhead weight, we should try and amp up the power on the thrower itself. I know that means adding weight to an already heavy piece of ordnance, but I don't think that we have any choice. One of the guys suggested we try magnetics, and we push the warhead through like a railgun. But the power pack that would need to be the size of a suitcase. I'll keep picking away at this problem and see what I can do to turn it up. We lost 2 good soldiers this morning. They were on the surface testing a MIRV, that's a multiple independent reentry vehicle variant of the launcher, and when one of the warheads misfired and hit the ground right where they were standing, the poor bastards didn't even have a chance. We couldn't even find any remains to send home to their folks, so Brock told us just to fill some cans with sand. Oh wow, that's awful. I'll tell you what, the guy doesn't give a crap about us. He's just worried about the brass back in Washington giving him a hard time. Jesus. Hey, Dummy Sparkle, how you doing? You haven't ate yet, John? Man, you should get some food. I was in bed last night when I heard one of those eureka moments. I ran over to the night shift guys in the lab and swept over their drawings on the floor and started sketching my idea. They must have thought that I had lost my mind. 6 hours and about 14 cups of coffee later, and I had it all mapped out. We used a small subcharge as a launching catalyst to catapult the warhead from the launcher. We've had plenty of range, and the subcharge could be built into the warhead itself. Brock seems to like the plan, and he gave us the go-ahead with the prototype to the device. I can't wait to try it out. Oh man, pizza sounds so good right now. You had a Diet Coke for dinner? Nina, I don't think that counts for dinner. You need a little bit of like sustenance, you know, something that's got some weight to it. But as long as you like the Diet Coke, that's all that matters. Just try and stay healthy. Yeah, you eat the Diet Coke, right? It took the better part of a year and over 100 test firings, but the M42 is ready to be shipped out to the field. I can't believe I spent over a year on this single project. I feel pretty good knowing that we're delivering a well-tested weapon to our own guys fighting overseas. Now that that's over, I suppose Brock will move us out to something else. But for now, I'm going to spend the rest of my month packing up these warheads to ship off the base. It tastes the same, huh? Alright, so that's the M42 team. A high-powered magnet. There it is right there. Oh, he's got a super sledge on him. I think you guys were telling me to get one of those for strong, so let me go ahead and grab it. You freeze it and you eat it, and that's how you have some diet. Oh, I got you, Nina. Okay. You had a nice, healthy lunch, is what it was. Where in the heck is Dance at? Oh, no, Dance. Here, let me drop some stuff. Let me see how much I'm over by. Yeah, not that much. Let's see, we will drop some of these suckers right here. Okay, there we go. Let's see, technical documents I'll grab, ammo I'll grab, but I'm just kind of looking for any more lore right now. Man, this place is loaded. And technical documents, we'll grab those. There's that guy with that missile launcher lighting me up. Is this place safe back here? Look at these mini nukes. Holy mackerel, look at all these little mini nukes right here. I wonder if we're gonna come back this way. Can you get back up here? I probably should go talk to Dance. Oh. This just loops us back around there. Okay. So it wasn't anything important back here, it looks like, but I guess these are all the mini nukes right here. Too bad we can't like crack them open. They're not assembled though. And we did not see the Alpha team's computer to be able to see what they were up to. Unless, was that back this way? I didn't check back here, I don't think. Oh no, wait, did I check back here? I don't think I did. I might have just missed that. Yeah, I think we did. Okay. Let's go find Dance really quick. You found a funny curse word on the internet? How funny are we talking about here? Yeah, he's hanging back here, isn't he?
Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why
do
they
you
hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word.
Ah, we failed it.
Monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated. And maybe the end of everything would be hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Hell yeah, we got some W viewers. You guys are awesome. Okay, Armageddon. ATM is a time machine. Ah.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them, not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxson. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
I appreciate y'all. ATM. I'm one of those guys that says ATM machine, even though it stands for automated teller machine, right? So I don't know if if anyone else does that, but that's me. It's like, hey, I need to hit the ATM machine. Oh boy. Yeah. Hey, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who say it. You say the AT machine? Nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Dance ran off with all the guns that I gave him. I'd say that was a pretty successful mission. Tote, you said you guys got some sun right now in the Pacific, New Zealand, and Australia. You have a... Let's see. Heaps of cones flying all over the place. Interesting. I imagine it's probably starting to cool down a little bit down over there. Alright, what is it telling me that we have to do now? We have to speak to Elder Maxson. Let's go back to the Prydwen. This will probably be the last thing I do. Maybe we'll see what it gives me. Let's go see the man, the myth, the legend, the 20-year-old that looks like a 35-year-old. I didn't realize he was so young in this game. Whoa!
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
Alright, let's tell him about the Fort Strong aftermath.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
For the Brotherhood, ad Victorium.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location.
Oh man, he over-encumbered me.
Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Welcome back, Dummy Sparkle. So, this is how you get around with the vertibirds?
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Okay. So if you're doing a survival playthrough, you actually don't have like just unlimited ability to kind of fly around. You actually need to use those smoke grenades. I didn't realize that. I thought you'd be able to just like call it in.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Oh, you know what? I gotta make sure. I can't remember what quest you're supposed to not commit down. I think the game hopefully tells you, hey, like if you commit down this pathway, like you can't do the other, the other factions. But I don't remember which one it is. You said you have mods on your Fallout 4, so none of the story actually makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, Kane, is be careful not to go down a committed route. Holy cow, it's at 234 subs right now. Oddball. I wasn't paying attention. That jumped up quite a bit. I just want to say thank you all for subscribing to the channel. I definitely really appreciate it. Wow, Oddball, you were number 43. That's almost like 200 ago. That's wild. Okay, let's see here. Where do we start?
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
I'd pursue your lead regarding Dr. Amari. I'm not certain if she's a crackpot, or if she can genuinely assist your search. But our sources say she has some interesting technology at her disposal. Anything else, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Yeah, Oddball. I remember you were watching like back when I was still playing New Vegas. Man, it feels like it was so long ago.
What about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion.
All right, dummy. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, I know it's getting pretty late.
Just watch your steps.
Thank you for stopping by.
I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Okay. Let's see. What quest did he give me? He gave me... Did he give me a quest? He did not. Okay. So that's good. So, okay. So I can't actually get... okay, this is good. I can't actually continue with the Brotherhood until I continue with the main story, which should be... which one was it? It's... God damn it, where's it at? Dangerous Minds. There we go. Yeah, I'll call him Sparkle from now on. I feel kind of bad that you guys are calling me out about it. I'm like just looking over here. I gotta be... The new nickname is Sparkle. Okay, so this, yeah, so basically we're at a point right now where we are at a where we can't continue with the Brotherhood. So it'll be the Railroad next, and we'll kind of go from there. But yes, it is getting late, y'all. I am gonna save really quick, and we are gonna stop here for today. So we got a lot done with the Brotherhood. Sorry it wasn't as exciting. There was a lot of lore for us to cover and a lot of stuff to be able to go around and look at. But next time, I think what we'll probably do is drop Dance, pick up Nick again, maybe work on some more Radiant missions, and then we'll probably go and unlock the Railroad if I get a chance to go do it. But other than that, thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and take care. We'll see you later, okay? Good night, all.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our